The Passion of the Christ tells the final hours of Jesus Christ's life, showing his suffering, his love, and his sacrifice for humanity. The movie begins in a dark garden called Gethsemane. Jesus is praying because he knows what is going to happen. He feels great fear and pain, but he accepts his mission. Soon, Judas, one of his followers, betrays him by leading soldiers to him. The soldiers arrest Jesus and take him away. Judas becomes full of guilt and regret for what he has done. Jesus is brought before the Jewish leaders, who accuse him of claiming to be the Son of God. They do not believe him, and they want him punished. They take him to the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, because only the Romans can give the order to kill someone. Pilate questions Jesus, but sees no reason to kill him. However, the crowd keeps shouting for Jesus to be crucified, so Pilate becomes afraid of a riot. He washes his hands to show he does not want responsibility, but he still gives permission for the soldiers to do what the crowd wants. Jesus is then beaten terribly by the Roman soldiers. They whip him again and again, and the beating becomes very brutal. The soldiers mock him, placing a crown of sharp thorns on his head and dressing him in a red robe. Even though he is bleeding and in great pain, Jesus stays calm. His suffering is shown, with strong images to help the audience understand the level of cruelty he faced. After the beating, Jesus is forced to carry a heavy wooden cross through the streets of Jerusalem. People watch him, some with sadness, some with hatred. His mother, Mary, follows him, deeply heartbroken but strong. She remembers moments from his childhood as she watches him try to walk with the cross. At one point he falls, but a man named Simon of Cyrene is ordered by the soldiers to help him carry the cross. Simon at first refuses, but he soon feels compassion and supports Jesus all the way. They finally reach Golgotha, the hill where the crucifixion will happen. The soldiers nail Jesus to the cross, driving the nails through his hands and feet. They raise the cross, and Jesus hangs there in severe agony. Next to him, two criminals are also crucified. One mocks him, but the other defends him and asks Jesus to remember him. Jesus tells the good thief that he will be with him in paradise. As Jesus hangs on the cross, people continue to insult him, but Jesus prays for them, saying, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." His mother Mary and his disciple John stand near the cross, crying but staying by his side. Mary Magdalene is also there, watching with deep sorrow. Darkness covers the sky, and the earth begins to shake. Jesus cries out to God, expressing his pain and loneliness. Finally, he says, "It is finished," and dies. The moment he dies, the ground shakes violently, and the temple curtain tears in half, showing that something powerful and divine has happened. A Roman soldier pierces Jesus' side to confirm he is dead, and blood and water flow out. The soldier becomes moved by what he sees. Later, Jesus' body is taken down from the cross and placed in the arms of his mother. She holds him with deep love and grief. The movie ends with a short scene showing Jesus' resurrection. The stone of his tomb is rolled away, and his body is whole again, free of wounds except for the marks in his hands. He rises, showing that death has been defeated. The Passion of the Christ is a powerful film that focuses on the pain Jesus faced, but also on his love, strength, and the hope he brought to the world.